Namaste and welcome. Today, it's my honor to introduce two very special individuals who have come all the way from India, Dr. Narendra Nayak and Dr. Ushaprabha Nayak. They are the co-founders of expert group of institutions that focuses on bringing science stream education to 11th and 12th graders. They also prepare these students for pre-medical, pre-engineering, that is tests to get into IITs and NITs. They have been recognized by several awards for their contribution to education, including the Bharat Gaurav Award and the Excellence in Education Award. And Usha Prabhaji has been recognized with the Stree Shakti Award. Today, they are visiting the United States because Dr. Narendra Nayak, in addition to being a mechanical engineer by training, is also a phenomenal musician who is touring with Aim for Seva for their production of Hey Govinda, which is being used to bring education and empowerment to underprivileged children in India. Dr. Nayak, both Dr. Nayaks, what a
No,
pleasure.
I am not a doctorate.
Welcome.
She is a doctor.
Oh, you are Professor Nayak and she is
Yes.
Dr. Nayak. I like that. Well, what a pleasure. Welcome to Lokvani. Thank you so much for
Thank
speaking.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wonderful. So very interesting that both of you, you had your careers in, I know that Narendra ji, you had a career in mechanical engineering and now you are actually touring the US as a musician. Could you tell us a little bit about the concerts that you are here in the United States for?
Yeah. So this is the second time I am coming for M for Seva. 2019 I had come. This is 2022 under the concept of Hey Govind. And Pandit Jaitirth Meonde and Pandit Praveen Godkindi, they are Jugalbandi. Along with that, 4 other accompanists. I am one among them on harmonium. And this entire concept is curated by the COO of M for Seva, Mr. Srini Raman, and me. Both of us curated this, Hey Govind. And all these 12 concerts got over between 6th September and 29th September. And it is well received by the people, and you can just ask them whether it's true or not. It's a mind-blowing concert. And for a good cause, we have been associated for that. And the tour is just over, and another 1 week, she had come to Harvard for a short-term the management training program, and I'm just joining for 4 or 5 days along with her, and then I'll be going back on the 7th. She'll be going back after 1 week.
Fantastic. Wow. So we have management experts, science experts, and musician all rolled into one family. That seems really incredible. Speaking of education, of course, you are supporting Aim for Seva, which is bringing education to the very, very underprivileged. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, what I have understood through many people, especially through Srini Raman, Aim for Seva is doing a fantastic job because there are lots of underprivileged children in India and they need to be really supported, but who will do this? And Aim for Seva is doing this great job. They have around 94 hostels throughout India and more than 9,000 students, and they have got education institutions as well in India. But they have to get funds for this. And people who are residing in the US mainly, and they wholeheartedly donate for this particular cause. And in return, how to give thanks for them. So they give different concerts and different dance programs, and people come at large, and there also they express their support to Aim for Seva. And it's a great job what they are doing. Hats off to them.
Fantastic. I know that Swami Dayananda ji started this whole idea, and I know in Boston we have a very, very strong support, and I think it's a beautiful concept. But speaking of education, your whole career has been in a very unique space, I would say, because I think you started very unusually in my mind. You started as a mechanical engineer, I think Professor Narendra ji, and you went on to start coaching centers for 11th and 12th grader, which has now morphed into a giant, very successful residential institution. So could you tell us about the space of these coaching centers and why they are important and why they caught your interest and fancy?
Yeah. See, 1986, when I finished my engineering, and I had a huge education loan which I had to repay. So, out of necessity, I started this coaching class. Coaching because during that time, there was a common entrance test in the entire Karnataka state, uh, through which the students of 12th grade, those who have completed 12th grade, they can get into different streams like engineering and medical. And there was no professional training program. See, any such competitive exams requires a training program. You take any field, any competition requires a training.
Yeah.
So there was a training program, and in Mangalore there was no proper training program. Not only in Mangalore, throughout Karnataka state.
Mhm.
Then I started in a very small scale, but I also never knew that I had a teacher within me. And students said it's fantastic, and it was really useful. And even the students of the poor family background, when they came asking for a fees concession, I did that at the beginning. And see, they came out with flying colors, and during that software boom was there. And from a poor family, if a child becomes an engineer and gets into a good job and get a very good salary, it becomes a good support to the family.
Yeah.
And the same is the case in case of medicine, field of medicine also.
Yeah.
And we have that contentment that many families are blessed by their children, and they got the education even in our coaching classes at the beginning. But uh, even though coaching class, they can come only during non-college hours.
Yeah.
The college time will be 9 to 5.
Right.
They have to study in some other college, and early morning, late evening, Saturdays, Sundays, and then after 11th grade, there will be vacation during that time, 2 months vacation. During that time, the students used to come from entire Karnataka state. But then it went on up till 2006. In 2007, because of parental pressure, sir, it's very difficult for our child to go to the college, which is compulsory, and then come for coaching here. So why don't you start a college? So we started the college, and college means everything under one roof. The students will be with us throughout, and we started the college in 2007, both of us, and that became another success where we could impart good discipline,
Yeah.
and good education and extracurricular activities, everything in a very planned manner.
Beautiful.
And we became successful in that, and we started another college in 2014, which is
Wow.
purely residential. Now it has grown, and we don't know, we went on working, and God is always with
Of
those
course.
people say no.
Yeah. Basically now why coaching? Why coaching is necessary? We being like I'm into research, so researchers always get into where there is a gap.
Right.
So where this gap created is, say in India education system, they have board. That means 11th, 12th. After that, there is a board exam.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so board exam and all these entrance exams for say medical or engineering, these are, though it is syllabus is same, it is not the same. Board exams are always conducted in by keeping it in mind, even the child who is below average should pass and should continue with the education.
Right.
It should not stop the education in somewhere in between in the school. So that is the philosophy when you make question papers for board exam.
Right.
But when it is for medical and engineering, the level of question papers are different level, because they want to see the problem solving skill in a child,
Right.
because that child is a future doctor or future engineer. So
Yeah.
for that you need a very different kind of preparation. So this is the gap that cannot be managed only in the college hours or the school hours.
Right.
So you need to fill that gap to compete with the other entrance exams. So definitely coaching will come. I mean, it is like making students ready for T2020.
I love that. I love that. I love that analogy. So again, the one question that keeps coming up, right? Like as I said, I'm an IIT graduate, and in our times, we didn't have this
Yeah.
kind of coaching classes and everything. But it seems like now the goal seems to be, there's a lot of pushback I hear that it seems to be just to get into the college. But what about that vision of really bringing science and engineering up? I mean, seems to be, at least there is a little bit of a thought that India is not putting as much effort into innovation, into innovative thinking for these children. Their goal seems to be to get into IIT and make money rather than let us make a brilliant new scientific innovation, and being a great teacher yourself, where do you think that gap is in that case?
No, see, it's not that we prepare the students only for the engineering and medical.
Here you're talking about 11th, 12th, or the school or IITs.
I mean, know how the education system is. I'm asking both. I mean, I'm not saying you particularly. I'm saying, I'm sure you are working towards, you're saying you're training the best of the best, right? Like, I mean, I think
correct.
so. Like,
no, because this is very, very important to understand, because at what level, if you're talking about IITs, really a good researchers are going on. They are majorly into, and especially now, recent
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the feeder.
Definitely, school wise, if you are saying, yes, we are still into the old system of, asking the definition, mugging up and produce that. Okay, have lots of books. Yes, there is.
I think what I'm asking you, Professor Nayak, is that you are a great teacher, and I understand. I'm sure you're doing something wonderful. I mean, that's why your students are with you. What special things are you doing at your educational institution to really, motivate them to really get a love for science and engineering as a teacher?
See, very important is we have to train them on the real-time basis. On the while imparting the education, it's not just imparting the knowledge. You can get the knowledge by you Google it, you will get the knowledge.
Exactly.
But you have got to explain them how to listen in the class. And what you see, we try to build a bridge between what they know and what they are supposed to know. And that process, pulling out the best from the students, that's an art. And if we have that art form, then if we exhibit that, and when the students get a feel that this teacher is with us and this teacher is really trying to pull out the best from us, and once they get the feel like that, then the meaning is that the teacher is really good, the teacher is really inspiring. And once the students get that feel, then they don't mind in working to any extent. And discipline, everything will fall in its place. Only thing is the teacher has got a big responsibility. They must have the talent of art of teaching, and they must be disciplined, and they must be determined, they must be hardworking, and they must be very punctual and very systematic. In other words, the students of the age 16, 17, 18, when they look up to the teacher, they think in all the angles, and the teacher must be to the extent of being a role model for hardworking. If it happens, there is nothing like it.
Wonderful. So you're talking about like the Indian idea of acharya, like by your art, right? I love
and not only that. See, at the age of 16, 17, 18, if they don't really learn what you mean by discipline, if they learn with discipline during that age and stage, then definitely I feel that it's a discipline for a lifetime.
Though we have all this smart board, everything, we are still with the chalk board and duster, because that will create relationship between a student and a teacher. Okay, that's what we say. It is guru shishya. That it's a different philosophy actually. So for that we need that we have a smart board, everything, but we are still with because if you see, we are talking about now a digestive system, okay, of a human being. If you put the figure, children will not get connect from where it has started. If your teacher is writing it on the board, you will start from, they know how to draw it, where the first point will start.
I love it. I love it. But the challenge, of course, here is that how do you scale that, right? Like, I mean, you are a fantastic teacher. Obviously, both of you are. But how do you scale that so that it impacts, like, the population of Indian 11th to 12th graders is a lot. And I totally agree with you. And I think probably, Professor Nayak, it's because you're a musician too. That's how music is still learned like that, right? Like it is one-on-one with that relationship with a guru and a shishya. So how do you scale that at your institution and beyond?
See, the music is a part of everybody's life. Only the question is extent. There is nothing called nobody's interested in, some person is not interested in music. Everybody is interested in music. Of course, we don't teach music at expert. In our institution, we don't teach music.
Right.
But we have got a musical environment in the institution.
Right.
And they have got every day around 10 minutes, the music listening session, compulsory.
Yeah. But my point was not about music, really. It was about that you are such an excellent teacher, and that's what is making your students succeed. How are you going to scale that? That was my question, really. Not for music, for physics, for everything else, right? So that's where I was asking. Either one of you can answer that question to me.
Yeah, you mean to say that how to scale up with the, like how to
Bring
reach
such
out
quality
to
education
people.
everywhere, right?
Yeah, everywhere. That's what we are. See, at present, we are like many students come from other countries to Mangalore to study. You will be surprised, even there are students from USA.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, that's a very surprising thing. But students are there from UK, there are from Gulf countries. Okay, they come there. I don't know. Definitely, one thing what I can understand is those who are from Gulf countries, for them, if the parents are from Karnataka, they get free seat and all those things. Okay, but there are children who have come from even UK and USA, and later for good they have shifted.
Fantastic.
So, of course, it is their personal choice, so we cannot ask. Sure. We going out is definitely, now it is the next level which we have to think. As you know, we are the first generation. We founded this institution. So it's, and in that one generation, whatever we have till now, what is done, yes, we are also happy about it. Now it is definitely the time that we need to go one step ahead. Perfect. So we are planning it's in the process of going out. And also maybe at this point of time, first we have to go online.
That's where I was going with it. I didn't know how you could replicate.
Yes, no, we have started our own learning platform called as eLearn. Okay, so it is it's actually with our students now. So our students are already using, and once it is successful, then we are just definitely coming out, and after that it is, there is no limit. So
I can imagine.
yeah, we are working on it. It has to reach, because education is, as it flows, it will grow. It should not be somewhere which is stagnant. And that's why, even if when I have come here and next week I have a course in Harvard, my thinking is I want to know how the system will work here. Even for last 10 days, I was in Pittsburgh. I was roaming around the University of Pittsburgh, trying to understand, go and sit there. I was sitting and studying in the Cathedral of Learning. So just to know what is it and how we can go about, because we have one thing in mind. Whenever we scale up or whenever we do something, it should not be a failure. And if should not be, we are not in a hurry. We are happy. We are always in a steady. I won't say that we were slow. Never we were slow, because in this one generation, if you have to do so much, we can't be slow. We are not slow, but we were steady, very steady. So now it is the next. Definitely, there is a plans to grow further.
Love that.
Beyond the boundaries of Mangalore.
I like that. So Narendra ji, where do you see yourself in, I don't know, 5 years from today?
Don't know. See, we keep on working, and whenever we the scope comes, and if it can be done passionately, we'll definitely go ahead with it. Only thing is, we need to enjoy what we are doing.
I like that.
That's very important. Not that there can be a good scope. We are in, say in Karnataka, we are in huge demand. We are considered to be the most qualitative institute in the entire Karnataka state.
Wow.
But if we mind, we can expand that, double the numbers what we have.
Right.
But we don't want to do that, because we want to enjoy everything what we do.
Yeah.
very systematically.
Number is not a problem. We can get any number of
course.
students, but see, if our intention is just a number, we can do it. We don't have to think a second. They just in next a week it is possible probably, because now you have access for every facility.
Right, right.
So it is, but number is not the problem. It is, if we are giving, we need to give the quality. We need to say that this is expert.
Right,
Okay,
right.
can give.
So, question to you, Ushaprabha ji, what about women? I know that you have got this Stree Shakti award. So, where are women in the science fields? How are they, taking on all the programs that you're offering?
Yeah. In our institution, it is 50-50. Surprisingly, it is students ratio, it's almost 50. Means it can be like 49-51%. Here, this year it is, but on an average, it is 50% girls, 50% boys. Even for that matter, even our faculties, it is 50% female and 50% male. So if you take expert as a sample, okay, because we get faculties from all over India, we have students all from all over India. So if that is the best sample size to take how India is functioning.
Yeah.
So if you see that, I feel that there is an equal opportunity and people are grabbing equal opportunity, whatever is available to them.
And one more, from our institution, not only boys, even the girls excel. Many of our girl students are into studying in IITs, including IIT Mumbai and IIT Madras. Then this year, one of our student is studying, got into AIMS Delhi, All India Institute of Medical Sciences Delhi, which is a dream for any medical aspirant.
Yes.
She is a girl this
Yeah.
time.
That is fantastic. It's really exciting for me, when I went to IIT, there was only one girl in the whole class, right? But now to see that there is, more women, parents are encouraging them to come, the institutions like yours are supporting them. It's really exciting to hear about everything that you have done and the impact that you are having on education space, and also to bring economic opportunities, as you said,
Yeah.
making people succeed and bringing opportunities so that they will attain their full potential. And of course, to hear about you, Narendra ji, blending all that with music is really a tremendous thing. I'm a classical dancer myself, and I love dance is very important. So I always like people who mix science and art. I think there's a very great integration between that. So thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you. On this occasion, I would we would like to invite every viewers, whoever are viewing this particular program, whenever they come to India, please visit our institution. You will definitely appreciate it. We wholeheartedly invite.
Because we have created institution with a passion. You will be surprised, people, how one university can be outside. Okay, that we have brought maybe USA or Gulf country to our place, and it's as beautiful or as clean as any other developed nation. So we are really proud about that, because we always felt why India can't be beautiful. Okay, it's only about creating it. Someone has to create. So if you all come and see, we have created with lots of passion and that.
And one more point to add, there is no government help in this. There is no partnership of anybody else. It is only we have done it.
And not with, that he was just a son of a poor farmer. It is only we took loan from the bank, we repaid it whenever. That is how the system, and without anybody's help, with the passion, when we go, when we leave this universe, what is that we are going to leave to this universe? Okay, so that's what we thought, and that's expert from our side.
I really appreciate your passion for this kind of extracurricular activity, and you do it so nicely. Being an IITian, being an artist, you are doing this fantastic. Hats off to you.
No, thank you. Actually, when I heard about you, I said, "Oh, Sir Hriday here." I agree with all of what you're saying. Because teaching. I actually work for Ekal Vidyalaya, which brings education to remote rural, 100,000 remote rural villages. And I will follow up. And maybe I'll take you up on your offer to come to Mangalore. I am coming in December. So, I'll take, please share your numbers with, and I'll put the link to your institution as well on the video.
Oh,
So
Okay.
that you can take it. And I look forward. The love and passion that you have for your work shines through your talk. And I can see that it's more than a baby to you, so it's
Yes.
exciting to see that.
Please
And
take my contact number and
I
email
will.
IDs through Sridhar
Yeah.
Kulkarni.
Yes, Sridharji, and I will definitely contact you and I'll come and see Mangalore. I have never seen Mangalore. I'm a big fan
Please do come.
yeah.
Please
Udupi
do.
Shri Krishna. So maybe I will come and see Krishna and I will see Narendra ji and Ushaprabha ji. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you. Namaste.